doing this cold, just FYI.
Playing
Yeah.
away.
Cold and accent cold.
Act 1, Scene 1. Present day. The play takes place in the lounge bar of the Frog and Duck pub. Match of the day music plays as the lights fade up. As the music fades, 4 lads are standing downstage center facing the audience. The landlord is behind the bar. All are watching a crucial England qualifying game on a television, which is not seen. All 5 are in automatic mode, totally involved in the game with their movements completely synchronized. They do everything that follows in unison. The landlady, Kath, enters.
Oh! Never mind.
Okay.
We could do that.
Go on. Make a noise like some Sonny's head.
She hasn't made any.
She what? Kath, light of my life, my one true love. Tell me this is a figment of the imagination. Tell me any minute now, my nostrils will be full of the pong of bangers fried to perfection.
I haven't made any.
I don't believe this. It's like Beckham without Posh, Ant without Dick, Seamus without his braces.
I get the picture, but it doesn't alter the fact there are no Sonnies today.
And may I be so bold as to ask why? Not that we take them for granted. I know they are only provided courtesy of your good nature. But how are we going to last through the post-mortem without sustenance?
Kath throws a packet of crisps.
If you want to know why there are no Sonnies, ask him.
Al? This is not due to a domestic, is it? And there's me thinking you two never fell out. You have just shattered my illusion. What's he done?
He had only knives.
And the reason behind this, Al, was?
She was trying to use me as target practice.
God, that can't be true. You and Big Al, you're a marriage, an institution.
Aye, and at this particular moment, you have to be institutionalized.
Kath slams down whatever she has in her hand and storms off.
Whoa, oops. Something you said. What's up, Cook? Women's front?
How do I know? She won't speak to me. It's 1 grunt for yes, 2 grunts for no, and I presume 3 grunts is piss off.
I'm glad I was born a man.
I'm not. If I was born a woman, I'd be perfect. I'd want sex every half hour. I'd give Jamie Oliver a run for his money. I'd never nag, enjoy drinking pints of lager. I'd know the difference between offside and brookside, and not bother if the toilet seat was up or down.
Shut up, Al, or I'll start fancying you myself. Danny Sylvester is the name. Known to all as Del Boy on account of the fact I can lay me hands on anything you require. Then to do a bit of wheeling and dealing, tell a few porkies and all, just to bird the bulls up a bit. Just know what I mean, lads. I mean, it just doesn't have a ring to it when they ask you what you do for a living. I mean, shit shoveling for the council doesn't sound as good as stockbroker, does it? Gets them every time. I've just met this bird. Oh, Posh, what? Tries a BMW, designer labels on everything. I aim to be in her knickers by least next Friday. Bit of a lad where the ladies are concerned, but if the truth be known, I fancy the arse off Kath. Kath the landlady. If Al ever found out, he'd hang me up by the bollocks. Me and my mates are in here every night. It's home from home. Al and Kath are ace. But something is amiss at the moment. They never ever argue, and now, well, something is not right. Something is definitely not right.
2 girls enter. They go up to the bar and try to get Alan's attention, but he is oblivious to them.
Kath, are you serving? Al's on the button moon again. Claire to Kleiner 1, coming Kleiner 1, the soup dragon wants a drink. Bloody hell, Kath, what's up? You look rough.
Oh, don't hold back, Claire. Tell me what you really think.
Okay. You look rough as the bear's arse.
And that about sums it up.
You ought to get looked at. I think you died and nobody's had the courage to tell you.
Alan, would you mind serving the ladies? I'm going to lie down.
Certainly, as soon as any ladies arrive, I will serve them.
Oh, and that's so funny. I could choke laughing.
Exit Kath.
Usual place.
Is Kath poorly? She looks like shite.
If she is, she hasn't told me. Having said that, she hasn't strung a sentence together for about a week.
What about her birthday? Is she still having a do?
That's it. God, am I thick or what?
You're just a man. It's inbred.
She's 40, she's pissed off, and I thought it was me.
Well, no doubt you have done something to upset her.
Me? What could I do to upset her?
You're breathing, aren't you?
Still off man, are you?
What do you think?
I think.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. You're a man. You don't think, do you?
Oh, God. Who's Gary?
Gary.
They were robbed!
Oh, sorry.
That should have been a penalty.
Dawn looks distant whenever Simon is around.
That ref wants locking up. Well, that's made my day. Fancy playing doubles?
Last time you asked me to play doubles, it wasn't darts you had in mind.
You can't fault me for trying.
And you're very trying. Anyway, I could beat you at darts playing left-handed.
Oh, that's fighting talk where I come from.
Are you on then?
How much?
Loser pays for an Indian.
You're on.
Simon and Claire go off to play darts at the back of the pub. The dartboard is just off stage.
She's mad. That's gonna cost her at least 20 quid.
Is it, heck? She can beat him no problem.
Yeah, but she said left-handed.
Alan, she is left-handed.
Your
Gary
lucky
and
day or
Danny
what?
stroll over.
So your lucky day or what?
Bug off, 20. Bug off.
You're gonna tell us why you call him 20?
Because I once drank 20 pints, okay? Just let it drop.
20 pints. Your nickname has nothing to do with pints and everything to do with seconds.
Okay, Ron, shut your gob.
And why do you call him Ron?
After Ronaldo?
Why? You good at football?
No. He's just an ugly bastard. She's right. That's why I'm nicknamed 20. The real name is Gary Barlow. I don't go there either. I've heard them all. The sad part about it is I don't really like sex. There, I've said it. I don't know why, because I love girls. I adore girls. I love being in their company. I just don't want to sleep with them. Apart from that, I live, breathe, and sleep football. Me and the mates, we do everything together. Danny's me best mate. He's Jack the Lad, all right. Known him since infant school. He'd die 1,000 deaths if he knew what I'd said about birds. I wish I could be more like him, but I'm not. I'm me, and I better start liking it, because I'm stuck with me for a long time. But changing the subject, I'm really worried about Kath. She is the nicest person on the earth. She'd give you the sugar out of her tea if she thought you wanted it. I have never seen her as down as she is now. There's something seriously wrong. Just hope she's not ill. Well, I suppose the direct approach is the best. I'll just ask her.
Claire and Simon return from the darts board. Gary returns to the lads.
Well, brother, did you wipe the floor with her?
Go on, brother, tell him.
My prick was blunt.
Aye, that's what I've heard.
And she was playing with her left hand.
Hang about. You stupid wassack. She is left-handed.
And? I never said I wasn't. I still beat him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have taken the bet.
The loser pays for an Indian, don't forget.
Claire, that's not fair.
Oh, well, we'll show them who the top dogs are when it comes to the darts competition.
You're not thinking of showing yourselves up again, are you? You didn't make round 2 last year.
Well, that's because Dickhead here decided a night with Karen, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine, Briggs, was more fun than playing darts with his mates.
You've never been with Karen Briggs? Simon, I had you down for more sense. She spends so much time on her back, she has hard skin on her shoulders.
Anyway, I've just beaten him, and if he's your best man, don't fancy your chances.
Ah, but we're going into serious training as for now.
Okay, you're on. The losers pay for a Chinese.
You've already got an Indian. You're going to be needing Slimming is Easy classes when you're done. Talking of which, it's Wednesday. What time are the dieting duo in?
About 9-ish. Tickles me. First thing Joyce does when she walks through the door is ask for a pint and a packet of salt and vinegar.
Only on a red day. If it's a green day, she has a bag of nuts.
And if she's put weight on, she has both.
I don't know why they've bothered. Life's too short to peel tomatoes, and at their age, it's not as if they're going to pull. Come on, girls, let's go play some pool until some talent comes in.
Exit girls to pool room.
I'm not too sure about that. I think Seamus has the hots for Velma.
And how would you know that? No one can understand a word he says apart from Gwen, and God forbid we see her this side of Christmas.
That's no way to talk about Kat's mother.
Oh, come on, she's a witch on ecstasy.
Well, that's why she never wears knickers,
Why?
so she can get a better grip on her broomstick.
Oh, wicked. Anyway, this is not getting us fit for the darts match.
Right, come on, lads. We're in training as form now, as from now.
3 pints of your best, landlord, please. Well, this doesn't bring him down from fighting the Stoop Dragon. Nothing will.
Hi, gorgeous. What are you doing for the rest of my life?
Yeah, staying away from the likes of you.
Welcome back.
Hi, Dad. How's my mother?
So you've noticed something's wrong, eh?
Dad, are you joking? You've got to be blind, deaf, and dumb not to. And I think I know what's wrong. We've been doing it at college today.
6. I hope you've been paying attention. We're expecting top marks. And if you need any help with the practical.
Del, don't forget, I've got old Kat's knives.
I think she's starting in the menopause.
Nah, she's too young.
No, she's not. Best thing to do is ring Grandma and let her know and ask her when she did. Because it usually goes from mother to daughter.
Ring your grandma, ring your grandma. Did you say ring your grandma? Did she say ring your grandma?
Dad, ring Grandma!
She
Exit
said
Sarah.
it again, didn't she? She said ring grandma.
Please don't ring her, Al. I'll clean the bogs for a fortnight if you promise not to ring her.
I'll get those cheap bottles of wine for you again. Please, don't ring her.
I'll promise Del Boy won't come onto your Sarah again if you don't ring her.
All right, Pollock, I don't like that one.
No, I do. And you can forget all your bribes because the last thing on this earth I will ever do is ring Gwen.
Whew. So come on then, what's up with Kath?
I don't know. She's just gone moody, snapping, and none of us can do anything right. She's got the fans on all the time. The bloody house is like a morgue. It's so cold.
I hate to say this, but I think Sarah could be right. Our old lady is exactly the same. What tickles me is that they blame their hormones for everything that goes wrong, and the first thing they do when they run out is go to the doctors and get some more. She gone off sex as well? Our old fella's always complaining. He says there's more life in a sick note.
That's private, lads. And yes, she bloody has.
Well, I think we can help there. We're all red hot in that department, apart from 20 here. It's a true 20 seconds.
Leave it out. You can't believe anything Claire says. She's a compulsive tale teller. And you're not irresistible to every bird.
Oh, what about them the other night? I definitely heard them giving me a 9.
Annie, we're German.
Back to your problem.
I don't have a problem.
You're not important, are you?
Of course he's important. He's the landlord.
I think you mean impotent.
No, I am not bloody impotent.
Don't worry about it. That only makes it worse.
Do you wonder why God gave you 2 ears and only 1 mouth? Listen to what I'm saying. I am not impotent. Kath just isn't interested.
Then we will make it our mission in life to help you. What we will do is write down all our pull lines and you can use them on Kath. I guarantee you, you'll be King Dick again within 1 week.
Right. Paper and pens.
Alan gets them all paper and pens.
Talking about paper, I hope you're all coming to quiz night tomorrow.
I'll be there, bruv.
And a fat lot of help you'll be. You thought Cunninlingus was a clever Irish airline.
I was only joking.
You were deadly serious.
And what about you? The question was, who was Joan of Arc? And you put Noah's wife.
And what about the idiot who answered, where was the Magna Carta sign? With bottom left-hand corner?
Ah, it was you!
Lads, this is not helping me with me problems.
Right. Let's get on with it. Here you are, all of these winners tried and tested.
But did any of them work?
Well, that definitely works.
Let's have a look. How do you like your eggs in the morning? Fried, boiled, or fertilized? Oh, very witty. Just 2 problems. First off, with her eggs, she'd think I was up to something. And second, I can't fertilize anyone's eggs. Remember, I've been seen to. And this one is about as good. I'm not a gynecologist, but I don't mind having a look.
Anyway, it's not what you say. It's the way you say it. Come on, we'll show you.
Well,
If I have a line there it didn't print out.
Danny, Gary, you be the bird.
I will not.
Simon, you do it.
on your bike. Dream on. Dell, you be the girl.
Okay. If it helps me, Maydal. Who's going to be the bloke? Gary, you do it. Unless I'm likely to punch you in the nose.
All right, go on then. Anything for a quiet life. Hi, beautiful. You look good enough to eat. Come here and let me have a nibble.
Oh, Gary, you're a 1.
Well, that outfit looks good on you, but it would look even better on my bedroom floor.
You're wicked.
I love you, darling. You smell like ice cream, and you know what I like to do with ice cream. Come here and kiss me. I want to wear your lips out.
Hey, you what? That wasn't how it looked.
And how would you know? You were too busy gazing into 20's eyes.
And I know, oh no, hold this.
And I know what you like to do with ice cream. Drip it down your shirt.
Well, I'm off to play pool. You can go talk your way out of that one, Del Boy.
My feet are killing me. I'm off to sit down.
The girls go to the table furthest upstage. The lads go off to play pool. Danny hangs back just as Sarah appears from behind the bar, having come downstairs.
I think I'll hang around here for a while.
Pick a tree. I'll get a rope. Where's your mom?
She's just getting out of the shower. Why?
Oh, I just wondered.
And then she's going to ring Grandma.
Oh, go tell her the phone's not working.
But it is.
It won't be when I unplug it.
What don't you like about Grandma?
Everything.
I'm going to Rachel's. We've got to study VD tonight.
Venereal disease.
Visual displays, Dad!
Oh,
Oh.
God.
That's your trouble, Dad. You don't.
Exit Sarah. Alan goes to clear the tables and then he stands and points the remote control at the television. Main lights down.
I love my wife. It's a statement I make, and I mean. Don't get me wrong, we have our fallen outs. Who doesn't? But when push comes to shove, I would walk over broken glass for her. She's 40 next week, and our Sarah's 16. We started trying for a baby right away, and it took 4 years. She was worth waiting for. She's a good kid, a bit cheeky, but a good kid. We've been in the pub 10 years. The lad's a brill, even though Danny fancies I'll lost something rotten. He thinks I don't know, but I don't mind. I know she loves me, warts and all. And I know she fancies Pete, the landlord, at the Vic. I don't even mind that, because she's married to me, and that means a lot to both of us. When Sarah mentioned the menopause, it had crossed my mind. But I thought she was too young. I just hope it's all it is, because I couldn't bear to think of it being anything, serious. Velma, don't. What if Kath sees us?
I'm sorry, Al. I don't know why I'm being such a cow. I don't seem to be able to help it.
Alan turns around, kisses her lightly, and gives her a cuddle.
Have you spoken to Sarah? She thinks you're starting. She thinks you're starting the menopause.
I think this nursing has gone to her head. She told me I had bubonic plague last week when I came out in a rash. I'm too young for the menopause. I'm not 40 till next week.
What did Indora have to say?
She was 42.
Ah, there you are. That's what it is then. Nothing to worry about.
There's only a man can say that. What about the hot flushes, nut sweats, mood swings, hair loss, osteoporosis, constipation, bladder weakness?
You'll cope. You're made of stern stuff.
Loss of sex drive?
I'll make you an appointment at the doctor's tomorrow morning, okay?
I thought that would make you sit up and take notice.
No, I'm joking. I love you more now than I did 10 minutes ago. We're a team, me and you, and we'll get through this together. Just talk to me. Don't shut me out. I'll get a book from the library, and I'll become an expert on hot flushes. I'll even lend you my razor so you can shave your ties off. Come here and give your old fella a kiss, and if you're good, I'll tell you where I've hidden your knives.
I'm sorry.
Don't keep saying you're sorry. Remember what Ally McGraw said to Ryan O'Neal in Love Story?
Oh, yes, I remember it well. I've got a terminal illness and I'm dying.
Kath starts emptying
Being in
bottles.
Being in love means never having to say you're sorry.
Huh, what a load of sentimental trash. You'd better say you're sorry for telling Danny you want me institutionalized.
Where you go, I go, doll. 'Cause I love you whatever. Catherine, why have you filled the shelves with baby sham? There's only one person I know who drinks it, and we're not expecting her till Christmas, aren't we?
She was worried about me.
Worried. The only thing your mother ever worries about is whether the next door neighbors know she uses quilted toilet rolls. How long and when?
Tonight, and I don't know. She didn't say.
I'd best mend that leak in the bathroom.
Why?
Well, witches can't get wet, can they?
Exit Alan. Kath comes forward into the light.
I don't want to be 40. I thought 30 was bad enough, but I suppose it comes to us all. I shouldn't complain. I mean, it isn't as though I do have a terminal illness. If it is the menopause, then I suppose I'll get through it. Everybody else does. Not something you can avoid, is it? I suppose I've got to look on the bright side. Got a husband that I worship. Gorgeous daughter whose only fault is that she insists on trying to grow her own penicillin in coffee cups. I found 6 cups in their bedroom yesterday, plus 2 moldy cheese and Marmite sandwiches and 4 empty shampoo bottles. Is it a teenage thing, saving empty bottles? Anyway, I digress. I'll have to go to the doctor's and then I'll know one way or another. Oh, yes, I forgot. Alan and my mother don't get along. She never forgave him when I finished with a potential young conservative to go out with him. She thinks the pub trade is demeaning and common. She won't accept the fact that we love it, and I love Alan, and nothing whatsoever can or will change that.
Enter Dawn and Claire.
Are you still having a party next week?
Why? What makes you ask?
Al thinks you're pissed off with being 40.
I don't particularly like the idea, but I don't mind having a do if I feel a bit better.
Joking apart, what's up?
I think everyone has had a vote on it, and it seems like it's going to be HRT from now on.
You're a bit young for that, aren't you?
Well, that's what I thought. But I brung me mother, and she was only 42.
Tough.
You got to see the funny side.
Is there one?
Well, it's only 3 years ago Al had his vasectomy. He's in agony for days. His balls swelled up to the size of melons and went black. The doctor said if he were a bull, he'd have won prizes.
How come you only had Sarah? I thought you and Al would have wanted dozens of kids.
It never happened. We stopped trying in the end.
Then why do you go for the chop?
Well, it would have been my luck to have got to 40 and dropped one. And I didn't want to be a geriatric mother.
I don't want kids.
You will when you meet the right fella.
That won't happen.
Oh, you can't go off fellas forever.
Why do I always choose the bastards? I've kissed a lot of frogs in my time, and they've all turned into toads.
It'll happen, you'll see, when you're least expecting it. Give it time. Anyway, eventually Simon will notice there you are.
How do you know I fancy Simon?
Oh, it's written all over your face. Dawn loves Simon.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Neither does Simon, so don't worry.
I do worry. I've made a fool of myself so many times. I could lose a good friend if he ever finds out. I'd never be able to look him in the eye again.
He won't hear about it from me, and that's a promise. Just stop acting like a drooly puppy when he's around.
I don't. Do I?
Oh, I'm only joking. I'm just a big soppy romantic, so I notice these things.
You and Al ought to be in Madame Tussauds, a national exhibition. How to be married for God knows how long and still be in love. You're so lucky.
I know.
It's flipping quiet in here tonight.
Velma and Joyce will be in soon, and no doubt Seamus will be close behind.
Funny bloke.
He's all right in small doses.
It wouldn't be so bad if you could understand what he was saying.
We ought to go to club together and send him for elocution lessons. Right then, I'd better go and polish the coal. My mother's coming.
Oh, God, Kath, why? No disrespect, but we all had enough of her at Christmas. I'm sure Velma was ready to murder her slowly.
I know, but she's me mother. Even though I love her, I don't have to like her. Besides, she's the only one who can understand what Seamus says. Right, I'm off to do some posters for the darts match.
I'll give you a hand if you like.
I'd like.
Exit Kath and Dawn. Claire moves into the light.
Fancy that. You can be mates with someone for ages, and you don't know who they fancy. But she's right. She's been out with every dickhead in Barnsley. The one she likes, she don't fancy. The one she fancies, she doesn't like. The absolutely drop-dead gorgeous ones need a personality transplant. And the ones who are nice to animals and old ladies need an implant of testosterone. How come nature got it so wrong? Well, she's in love with Simon. I won't tell him. Not unless I get wrecked, then it might just slip out. You know, like it does. He's all right. Falls into the middle category. Nice bloke, not bad looking, and led on by a certain degree of testosterone, misjudgment if he shagged Karen Briggs. There again, he is a man and they do think with their willies. He probably didn't even like her. That's what men are like, and that's what Dawn can't stand. Still a mate's a mate. If I can help Simon notice Dawn, that's what I will do. Me? Oh, I'm having a rest. Till Brad gets fed up with Jennifer.
She winks and walks off. Enter Joyce and Velma. Velma is a very OTT character, mismatched clothes and very common, but with a heart of gold. Enter Alan behind the bar.
Them scales were wrong. She had him on a different part of the floor last week, and it does make a difference.
And that woman who always wears that stupid hat, there is no way she lost 3 pounds. I saw her in the chippy 3 days last week.
Them scales were definitely wrong. I don't see why we should have to pay £3.50 when her scales were wrong.
I don't like her anyway. Her eyes are too close together. Is it a red or green day today?
I'm sorry, I lost my place. Just a minute. I'll have a look. Oh, bugger it. Let's have a day off. We'll start again tomorrow. Alan, 2 pints, 2 bags of pork scratchings, and 2 bags of cheese and onion.
I never thought. I haven't been to the loo today. That'll be why I put 2 pounds on.
That never weighs 2 pounds, does it?
It does when you're constipated. I know now where that expression comes from now.
Which expression?
Shitting bricks.
I go the other way when I'm dieting.
You never do.
I swear on our Dennis's life.
Well, you should be losing weight, not putting it on.
I know. I think it's my metabolism.
Don't talk rot.
I have a slow metabolism. The doctor said so.
The doctor says our Joe's got athlete's foot, and the only exercise he gets are mood swings. Alan, it's like drinking in the desert, love. What are you doing, brewing it?
It isn't table service, you know. You're in Barnsley, not Benidorm.
I could just do with 2 weeks in Benidorm.
Aye, you and me both.
Get off, then. It's not as if you can't afford it.
Says who? £4.99, please.
Says me. You got the flaming deposit there, and I want my change.
It's only a penny.
Look after the pennies, and the pounds look after themselves. Alan, why are the shelves stocked up with baby sham?
Alan, you're not keeping nasty little secrets from your friends, are you? You're not expecting a visit from someone who should only be allowed out at Halloween, are you?
Why, in God's name, why? What have we done? When? Shh, listen.
I can't hear anything.
That's just the point. Nothing. Just an eerie silence. The silence before the slaying. The quiet hush of impending doom. The stillness that settles over the unsuspecting victims of total and utter despair.
It's Kath's mother that's coming, not Armageddon.
What's the difference?
I'm going to make an effort this time, for Kath's sake. I can put up with Gwen for a few days if it makes her happy.
I'll give you 15 minutes, and then I'll happily provide you with any implement necessary to kill her.
Oh, I don't think she's that bad.
Joyce, you thought Hannibal Lecter was misunderstood. You thought Jack the Ripper was abused by his mother. You thought Margaret Thatcher was a lady.
She was.
He was a bloke, in drag.
What's all the commotion? Sounds like last night of the proms.
A lot of noise, arguments are heard off stage. Enter Gwen, dressed to kill. She flounces across the room and goes over to Alan. Gwen is a snobbish character who thinks the world owes her. Everyone apart from royalty and her daughter are beneath her.
Taxi, Alan.
No, thank you. I'm not going anywhere.
No, Alan. I meant the taxi wants paying.
How much?
How do I know? I don't discuss money. It's so vulgar. Talking of which, hello, Velma. I see the Slimming Club isn't working.
They gave up on you.
Is that a hair on your chin?
Is that another chin on your chin? You got more chins than the Chinese telephone directory. Gwen, I can honestly say you look like $1 million. Shame it's all in loose change.
Sticks and stones.
Piss off, Gwen.
Alan, someone has vomited on the first step. The windows are dirty, and one of your clientele has changed the pub name. It no longer says the Frog and Duck.
What does it say?
Use your imagination.
Oh, it says the Drog and...
Don't use that kind of language in front of me. I don't like it.
I don't care.
Oh, no, I'm wasting my breath on you. Where is Catherine?
I don't know about you wasting your breath, but I know you've been causing an oxygen shortage, and I don't know where Kath is. Ask Al.
Laying down.
Poor love. I know what I went through. It was absolute purgatory. There were times when I felt like throwing myself in front of a bus.
You should have told us. We'd have given you a push.
Alan, taxi.
Enter Seamus. He's wearing a dirty vest and trousers held up with braces.
Oh, sweet mother of Jesus, you're fucking gosh in a frickin'
Oh, God, it's Captain Birdseye. I bet there's mice and lice in that beard. Don't you stand there, Alan. Do as he says.
I would if I knew what he said.
Well, are you deaf or daft? Don't answer that.
What did he say?
He said the taxi man is going to charge you by the minute if you don't pay him now.
What have I done to deserve this?
Take my bags upstairs, Alan. I'm going to freshen up.
Bags? Did you say bags? How long are you expecting to stay?
As long as I'm needed.
Velma, will you serve, please, whilst I get Gwen's mother's bags?
I'd be having, are we talking to Tommy?
What did he say?
Oh, really? He wants a pint.
Seamus follows Velma into the bar like a lovesick puppy, singing an Irish love song as he goes. Exit Gwen and Alan.
Oiled Irish rose.
Velma looks at the happy hour stickers and removes them all.
What are you doing?
Well, there's no chance of a happy hour with her here, is there?
Danny and the Louds come round from the tap room.
Velma, what's up? It's not your shift.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Oh, she's here then. When?
5 minutes ago. And do you want the bad news? She brought luggage.
They all adopt a fed-up pose. The girls enter. Claire?
Right now, y'all. What's up? They're going up again.
Endora's here.
Oh, shit.
Are we off to the Vic?
We can't desert them because the darts match is coming up.
Bollocks! Or at least it can't get worse.
Yes, it bloody well can.
Danny drops to the floor and hides beneath the lads.
Get a load of that.
Get rid of her.
In your dreams.
The girl approaches Seamus.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Daniel De Silva. I do believe this is his club. Is this a private club?
Top of the morning to you, and I'd like to grab your ass in it for a little.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you repeat that, please?
I said top of the morning to you, and I'd like to grab your ass in it.
I'm sorry. I don't understand a word.
Oh, join the club.
Oh, so it is a club.
No, love, it's a boozer, and you are?
Oh, Tara Smythe Hamilton.
Oh, bloody hell. Pasha Watton, you looking for who?
Oh, for Daniel De Silva. He's a stockbroker. He said his club was on this road, but this is the only place I could find.
Daniel De Silva. The name rings a bell. Can you describe him?
Well, he's awfully cute. He's wealthy. Very wealthy, super job. Mother is an MP and his father's in law.
No, not the person I was thinking of. The Daniel I know is a tosspot, extremely in debt, shovels sewerage, and his mother, well, she could be an MP if it stood for Major Piss Artist.
Oh,
Wait a minute. It might be him. His father is definitely got something to do with the law.
Yes. He's checking out of the state prisons, isn't he? From the inside.
Danny sticks 2 fingers up and exits with Gary.
Now then, Tara, isn't it? Come and sit down with us all and tell us about the mysterious Daniel. You don't happen to play darts, do you? Because we're a man short for a very important match.
oh, darts. Those little arrow thingies that one throws at a board? I thought only men and with rather large middles did things like that. How interesting. Yeah, I've never done it, but I'm game. Right. You wanted to know about Daniel. Well, I met him at the races. He has his own horse, you know. Marvelous chap. Done everything from mountain climbing to speed boat racing, yes.
Is his own boat?
Oh, yes. Yes, and a country estate in Wiltshire. So much for someone so young. He could be the next Richard Branson.
Dawn.
Or Forrest Gump, because I think he'll get a lobotomy after that little stunt.
Oh, stunt. Oh, he does stunts as well. Oh, golly, this man is too good to be true. Motorbike or car? Oh, what a turn on. I love an action man, don't you? A man and speed. Oh, what a combination.
Yes, but darling, the speed he's involved in has nothing to do with wheels and engines.
I don't understand.
You will, given an hour or two.
Well, I actually think I might be in love.
Well, don't book the church just yet. Not until you've checked out if there's still lead on the roof.
Lights come down. Tara comes into the light.
I know deep down inside that he's told me a bucket full of lies, but I don't care. I'm totally and utterly fed up with the hooray Henrys my parents are trying to fix me up with. The latest in a long line of contenders is so ugly, it reminds me of a Vietnamese pot-bellied pig. Just because he has a Lotus and Daddy owns half of Mayfair, they think I should be falling at his feet. Or trotters in his case. Daniel is different. Well, I know he hasn't got a Porsche, and I doubt he is a stockbroker, but he's down to earth, and I want a man who's down to earth, not one who wallows in it. He'll tell me the truth in his own good time, and meanwhile, I'll just enjoy things as they are. And I really like to have a go with this dart thingy, so I'll just play along for now. And who knows, I might even take him home to meet Mummy and Daddy. Oh boy, that will be fun.
Daniel enters carrying a briefcase and wearing Gary's clothes that are too big for him. Gary enters Danny's clothes, which are ridiculously small.
Tara, is that you?
Yes, Daniel, it is me. Oh, I couldn't forget you. You made a lasting impression on me.
Yeah, that effect on most people.
Oh, I was looking for the club you mentioned.
It closed down. Legionnaire's disease. Shocking scandal.
Oh, Mummy said she didn't recall the club in this part of town.
The gang all turn their heads at the same time, waiting for a reply from Danny.
Oh, well, it was so exclusive, only the members knew it was there.
Oh, how frightfully exciting. Your friends are going to teach me to play darts.
Oh, no, they are not.
Oh, yes, we are.
I thought we'd go for a bite to eat.
Well,
There's this little restaurant I know. They don't even stay open late.
He tries to usher her out. When Claire says,
Danny, McDonald's is 24 hours, and don't you forget what you still need to complete your Happy Meal collection.
Can I give you a rain check for the darts thingy? Do you mind? It's just that, well, I'd like to get to know Daniel a little bit better.
Of course, we don't mind, but count your fingers before you go home.
Claire?
Yes, Daniel.
There's 2 L's in it.
Daniel, I'm shocked. You mean bollocks?
Come on, Tara. Have you bought the BMW?
Oh, no, I thought we would take your Porsche.
Drinking and driving, doll? Don't do that.
Oh, God, I never thought.
You'll get along like a house on fire. See you, Daniel.
Exit Danny and Tara.
To do for the rest of the night.
Well, I suppose you could stand there looking like a right prat.
The mother of the Virgin Mary, she's a right fucking idiot, and I'd like to rid of her.
Write it down, Seamus. You dirty old sod. Yeah, but you're right. I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
Oh, look out. Mr. Muscles here.
Joyce. Joyce.
Oh, she's on mute.
I'm sorry, I was on mute. I put some of that down my drains. It worked wonders.
Oh, that's where she belongs, down someone's drain.
Don't just stand there, stand around, young man. Bring those glasses back to the bar and put that cigarette out. It plays havoc with my asthma. And that tap room or public bar is a disgrace. Crisp packets all over. And I pulled all those balls away. You left them on the table. And you, sit up straight. Velma, do you still do the cleaning in here?
I do, ma'am. Why?
And you get paid for doing it?
That is the general way of the world.
Well, Catherine is too soft, if you ask me.
Well, no one did ask you, so bugger off.
As my daughter is not feeling well, I am taking over the hygiene in this establishment. And I can say, with one hand on heart, it is lacking.
Go on, then.
Go on what?
Put your hand on your heart, 'cause I'll give you a quid if you can find it.
It's a metaphor.
I saw one of them once. It was amazing. Harry something or other they called it.
That is a meteor.
Halley's is a comet.
Don't split hairs. And the ladies could do with a bit of attention.
What you mean by a bit of attention?
Potpourri, tissues, fresh flowers.
It's a bog in a pub in Barnsley.
And?
And what?
And what difference does that make?
You put them flames in there and they'll be nicked before you can say essence of lilac.
Oh, rubbish.
What do you think the pictures are screwed to the wall? Fear a poltergeist.
What's a poltergeist?
It's a creepy, slimy, smelling, violent apparition. A bit like a...
You've been told.
Oh, bug off. Go put your head down on your rhino.
Well, if the stars shone in heaven in the same time, their brightness wouldn't eclipse the light that is shining in your eyes at this moment.
What did he say?
I refuse to tell you.
I love the smile on your face and the way your arse twitches when you're angry.
Oh, don't be so disgusting.
What did he say?
Seamus, go home.
I'd be gone, but my heart will still be here.
That man wants locking up.
I am Irish.
What did he say?
The man is totally besotted by her. God knows why.
He knows a good thing when he sees it.
So put him out of his misery and marry him.
Marriage. Did I mention marriage?
No, only words to do with fornication.
Is that like being ordained?
No, it's like being shagged.
Oh, you are so common.
You are so snotty.
Enter Kath.
Mother, I do hope you're not upsetting my customers.
What customers? Gob on legs. He has made us short work with the few that we did have.
I can do without this. It's nice to see you, but you must not interfere in the running of our pub. And take those bloody rubber gloves off.
Catherine, don't swear, or I'll wash your mouth out with soap.
I'm 40 years old, not 4. Now go upstairs and talk to Sarah. She wants to know what it was like when you're a teenager. She's doing a project at college.
Exit Gwen.
She was never a teenager. She was born middle-aged. Sit down, Car. You look knackered.
That's it. I've had enough. I'm going to the doctor's in the morning. If it is the menopause, then I'll just have to get on with it. It's not the end of the world. There's not much point in staying open.
What happened to all the customers?
And Dora,
I'll talk to her.
Al, why don't you talk to her?
Oh, I don't like interrupting her. Kath, go upstairs. I'll be up in a minute.
Is that our cue to leave? Come on, Velma. We used up all our sins for 3 weeks. How many points of fish and chips?
I know. We'll go on the other diet for tonight. The one where you don't mix protein and carbohydrates. We'll just have 2 fish and bugger the chips.
What about the batter?
It's only flour and water.
What about the oil? They fry them in.
That doesn't count.
Are you sure?
No, but at this particular moment in time, I don't care.
Exit Velma and Joyce.
Go on, love. You go to bed. I'll clean up.
Something will have to be done about my mother.
I know, but dowsing's illegal.
She is a witch, isn't she?
She's a lonely woman who thinks interfering is caring.
You're a nice man, aren't you?
That's why you married me.
I married you because I love you.
Alan looks toward the television and quickly grabs the remote. Danny has entered and stands watching the news. Alan and Kath don't see him.
It's something about the brewery.
Turn the sound up.
Turtley's, Yorkshire's only remaining independent brewery, has been taken over by Australian giants, Newport International. The Australian brewery, famous for their Outback lager, said they were thrilled to be part of England's finest tradition. Managing director. Alan turns the volume down with the remote.
Great. That's all our customers down the Swanee.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
Can you imagine our regulars going for that Australian muck?
The lads might like it.
It was bad enough when they stopped mild production. The punters are not going to take kindly to drinking that sheep shearing shit.
We'll have to get up our guest beers.
Yeah, I suppose I'm overreacting, as long as they don't expect me to dress up like as Rolf Harris. Come on, Kylie, let's hit the slack.
Blackout. Scene 2, the next day. Velma is cleaning the pub, mumbling as she works. Enter Seamus.
We're not open yet.
I'd have a wee shot of Jameson's just to...
Seamus, write it down. Oh, why not? I'm in for a bit of mucky stuff myself. You do the gems, and I'll do the ladies.
Fucking write it down, read it on your arse.
Gwen comes down and starts to inspect the work. Enter Danny and Simon. They stand on one side of the bar and listen.
I'm glad you got it clean for me.
Ring,
Frog and Duck.
ring.
Gwendolyn Rogers speaking. And you are? No, my son-in-law is not here at the moment. My good man, I am quite capable of passing on a message. Newport International. You have what? Yes, I will pass that on. It isn't exactly rocket science, is it? Goodbye. What are you two staring at? Anybody for a ring, darling?
Danny.
Well, don't look at me. I'm going to do some shopping. Oh, you can make yourself useful and pass a message on to Alan.
Okay, darling, fire away.
And stop calling me darling. Newport International are sending some paraphernalia around pertaining to their products. Alan has to display it immediately. As a representative, we'll be calling around. Inspect it. Got that?
Certainly have, darling.
Don't call me darling. It's disrespectful. Didn't your mother teach you good manners?
Oh, his mother taught him was how to nick fags from Tesco's.
No, it was not.
And lager from the co-op.
Your mother encouraged you to steal?
He's winding you up.
Well, I should hope so. Now, I am going out. Please see that Alan gets that message.
We don't need telling twice. We're not Muppets.
Thanks for coming. I wish your father hadn't.
Yeah. Simon, what's a paraphernalia?
It's a phobia, ain't it?
What sort of phobia?
I don't know. Something to do with paraffin.
Here, Simon, do you fancy having a laugh?
Like how?
Endora says the brewery's sending round some stuff, and Alice got to use it or else.
So?
What if we sort of get there first? He hasn't a clue what he's sending, has he?
Nice one. What you got in mind?
Oh, come on, bruv. Oh, my mind is on overtime.
Oh, God.
I shan't tell you again, stop pinching my arse.
Oh, but what an arse.
I think I understood that. Now bugger off.
Get us a pint.
What?
Get us a pint of frickin' beer.
Well, it's either sex or beer you want, and seeing as there's no way you're having sex, it must be the other.
Go on then. What did the doc have to say?
Straight to the point as usual.
So what did he say?
He hummed and hawed a bit, took me blood pressure, the usual things.
As long as he didn't tell you it was a virus.
No, he seems to agree with the majority of Barnsley that I might be in change. Anyway, he's done some blood tests and they're going to ring me when they get them back. At least he doesn't think I'm going mad.
Yes, it's good news. About the darts team, isn't it?
Yeah, semi-finals again. I hope the lads get through tonight.
They seem in good spirits. I just saw Dell and Simon go out, and they looked as if they'd won the lottery.
Was Danny smiling?
Like a Cheshire cat.
Then he's up to something. Do we know where the finals are going to be held?
Didn't Alan tell you? We've got the ladies' final and the men's in the Vic.
Oh, that's good news. Trade has been down of late, and Pete always puts a good do on.
I think you fancy him.
No, I don't. Well, he is a little bit cute, don't you think?
Cute. I'd share my hot flushes with him any time.
What time does the darts match start?
6:30, I think.
Just time to read the back of my eyelids.
Go on then. Me and Joyce will sort this place out.
Exit Kath, blackout. Scene 3, lights up. The lads are wearing hats with corks and Rolf Harris type beards. The girls are sat playing cards. Velma and Joyce are behind the bar. Gary is sitting with the girls.
I'm just in the mood for a good session.
You have a good session every night.
I'm not talking about drinking, bruv.
But Del Boy, when you have had a good session, you're not capable of having a good session. And where are at?
Bother about that, because Al's going to kill him when he finds out it's just a plucker pool.
Lighten up, bruv. It'll be a laugh. You wait.
And don't go making a mess in the pool room, because I can't be arsed clearing it up tonight. And whoever it was that's written a message in the gents can go and clean it off.
What does it say, Velma?
It says Velma is a sex goddess.
That's gotta be Seamus. Danny, isn't that Tara Smythe whatever?
Enter Tara. Enter Tara.
Valerie.
She's on.
Oh.
Sorry, there you are. Oh, your mobile's turned off.
I wonder why.
I've told her the truth.
Which one?
That I resigned from being a stockbroker because I went bankrupt.
Oh, that truth. Where do you work now?
I've told you 1,000 times.
Well, remind me. I have a short memory span.
Oh, he's working for the environment.
Close.
Pity about the estate in Gloucester.
No, Wiltshire. Yes, rosters, aren't they?
Who, the receivers?
No, the bloody government and the VAT people.
Total bastards. Come back, Maggie. All is forgiven.
Oh, absolutely. Daniel, be a darling. Get me a G&T. Lime, not lemon.
You'll be lucky to get lemon, love.
You'll be lucky to get lemon, love.
Enter Gwen, carrying a large envelope. Gwen. Gwen.
I'm reading without you hearing me. I bought some, I bought some fresh limes today. They're under the sink.
Sorry for speaking.
Good job she doesn't live in India.
Why?
Because she'd be up sacred.
Oh, give up. I think she'd be classed as very attractive on her own planet.
Where's Alan?
Where's Kath?
I'm not my daughter's keeper.
In other words, you don't know.
The phone rang. She answered it and then left. Now you know as much as I do.
I wonder where she's gone.
None of your business.
I bet she's down to the Vic to discuss the darts match.
I hope she tells them to lay off the tripe and onions.
Yeah, and then the flaming black pudding sarnies.
Oh, shut up moaning. His grub is always spot on.
For someone in need of a taste bud transplant, it's about time he got married or got a woman in.
So women are only good for cooking, eh?
No, cooking and
We get the picture. You're a pig, and Simon, don't forget you owe me an Indian and a Chinese, seeing as we got into the final and you don't stand a chance.
There's you. We're going to make the final. We're in top form. And don't forget Sharon is on holiday from tomorrow. So who's going to be your fourth man?
Well, I've been practicing, and I don't mind saying I'm awfully good.
Come on, then. Let's see what you can do. We've got a Chinese to win.
Oh God, I just remember I said I was never going into a Chinese with any of them again.
Why not?
I have never been so embarrassed in my life.
Go on then. What did they do? It can't be as bad as that joke you told Seamus.
Worse. When the bloke came for our order, he shouts, "Bruv, are you for Kane the waiter or Wong Kane the chef?"
What did the waiter say?
But the offer to the Bombay Palace, and then refused to serve us.
So what was this joke Dell told Seamus?
Patty went and robbed a bank with a sawn-off shotgun, and the cashier said, "You're Irish, aren't you?" And he said, "How do you know?" And she said, "You sawn the wrong end off your shotgun."
Oh, they all fall off laughing. Tara more than anyone else. In the end, they all stand looking at her.
Somebody please tell me where Alan is.
Last I heard of him, he was going down the cellar.
She goes down the cellar door and shouts,
Alan, I have something for you. Come up here at once. Oh, you can, this is
He stands back and waits. All you can see at first is a pair of kangaroo ears, followed slowly by the rest of a furry kangaroo. As Alan emerges, the lads start chanting Aborigine.
Gwen?
No, what's up? Okay. Alan, get out of that Mickey Mouse costume now.
So what happened to, has he gone completely stark raving mad? He's finally lost control.
I have no idea where that is.
Still in that paragraph.
I'm not sure where it is. Sorry, Skipple, mate. I don't see it.
The line starts, Alan, I have something for you. Then there's stage direction.
Right.
And there's the rest of the line.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, yeah, the chanting Aborigine. Okay, so. Now, has he gone completely stark raving mad? He's finally lost control of his little bit of sense he once had. Is your idea of a joke then?
Alan tries to talk, but his words are muffled by the head.
What's up, Skippy? Young Terry has fallen 600 feet down a mine shaft.
He's still alive.
And you want us to what? Oh. Sorry, Skip, old man. I think you're having one on again. Here, have a lemongram.
I thought they were mice that would throw themselves off the top of the cliffs.
No, that's the lemming.
I thought you put them in gin and tonics.
Alan is even more cross now and tries to hit Danny.
Alan, get out of that Mickey Mouse costume now.
That isn't Mickey Mouse, Gwen. It's Skippy.
Everyone starts singing.
Skippy, the bush kangaroo.
Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Now, Skip, a plane's crashed. Where? You're going to do what?
Alan finally rips the head
Ram
off.
this head right up your ass.
There's no need for such language.
Oh, I assure you there is every need. And it isn't just talk.
What on earth possessed you to put it on in the first place?
A message from you from the brewery.
Yes, the brewery did ring, and they did want you to display something.
Yeah, big box full of all this crap.
No, this! Posters for the walls, I presume.
Well, if they didn't send it round, where did it come from? Hold it right there. And where do you two think you're going?
Just remember, Grove, we left our surfboards in the bar.
Stand still.
He goes and rips their beards off.
Oh, that bloody hurt.
Good. It was meant to.
Enter Seamus, dressed as Dame Edna.
Now then, my little possums, where's the steaks and the bobby? Heckin', who's looked it up?
Alan picks
Alan
up a
picks
boomerang.
up a boomerang.
Don't throw that!
Throw that.
Blackout. Scene 4. Alan sits with an ice pack on his eye. The lads are looking into their beer. Velma and Joyce are still behind the bar, and Gwen is clearing up with her rubber gloves on. The girls are propping the bar up.
If you were the only girl in the world, and I were the only boy.
Shut up!
Shut up. I have never seen anything as ridiculous in my life.
Shut up!
Well, really?
Dawn.
Oh, it's a shame.
Just bad luck.
You were robbed. Rather a pity that last dart just fell out, isn't it?
Shut
up!
Nothing else would matter in the world to me. No, not yet.
Joyce?
Joyce.
May I speak? May I speak?
If you must.
I know it's been an eventful night, but hasn't anyone noticed anything odd?
Like how?
Nothing else would matter in the world.
Oh, do be quiet.
Go on. Odd like how?
Am I the only one to notice that Kath has not been in all night?
Alan.
Oh, yeah. Is she still lying down?
She went out. To the Vic, we think.
It's 12:30. What's she doing down there till this time?
I know what I'd be doing.
It's illegal.
I'm off to look for her.
I'm coming with you.
Do you think you ought to?
Why not?
Well, can you guarantee being back before dawn?
Gwen walks away.
Have you all done? Because I'm knackered.
Yeah, come on, lads. Call it a night. We'll see you at the ladies' final on Friday.
Yes, come and watch the professionals at work. I'm off to the loo. Wait for me.
Beat you to it.
They exit toward the ladies. Tara holds back.
Will you be here, Daniel?
Yeah, I suppose so. I've something to tell you about my job.
Exit Danny and Tara.
I'll walk down to the Vic with you, Al. I need to see Pete about something.
Everybody leaves one by one until only Gwen, Joyce, and Velma are left.
Right then, I'll be off. Lock the door after me. Don't want you being raped, do we?
Right. Are you joking?
In your case, yes, I am.
Good night. Oh, and Joyce, let the cat out when you go, please.
There's a cat flap. She'll come straight back in.
Well, put her straight in a taxi then. And where do you think you've been?
Out.
Out where? Alan has gone looking for you.
Has he? Well, I'm here.
So where have you been? The Vic?
The Vic? What makes you think I've been to the Vic?
Velma said.
Velma says more than her prayers sometimes.
Well, there's no chance you'll ever suffer with a brain tumor.
Oh, shut up, Mother. I'm fed up with your bitching.
Don't use that tone of voice on me. So who was on the phone if it wasn't Peter?
Pete, the Vic, what is it with you? If you must know, it was the doctor.
And what did he say? Catherine, you're frightening me. What did he say? It's cancer, isn't it?
No, Mum. It's worse than cancer.
Don't be silly. There's nothing worse than cancer.
Kath looks at her mother and takes a drink of brandy.
Mother, I'm pregnant.
End of Act 1.
The worried look upon your face.
Bum, bum,
You've got
bum.
your troubles, I've got
I got
mine.
mine.
What did Grandma say?
Oh, something along the lines of, get rid of it quick and no one will have to know.
Is that an option?
I can't deal with that one, not yet.
You haven't got a lot of time, you know.
I know. It's funny. Do you know the irony of all this?
What?
We tried for years to have another baby. Gave it up as a bad job in the end.
So why did me dad go for the op?
Because I didn't want to go on the pill. And I thought 37 was too old to be starting with babies again.
Has me dad gone to bed? I'll go and see if I can talk some sense into him.
Exit Sarah.
What a mess. What a bloody awful mess.
Blackout. Scene 2. The next day. Lights up on Velma, cleaning up, singing Do You Think I'm Sexy by Rod Stewart. Enter Gwen.
Morning, Your Majesty.
Shut up, Velma. I'm not in the mood.
That's the first nice thing you've ever said to me.
What?
What's up?
Nothing. Everything. Do you have children?
Grown up and gone. One in Australia and the one bumming about in Spain.
Do you miss them?
Yeah, but it's their life, so you just gotta let them get on with it.
Do you think I'm a bad mother?
You're trusting me to answer that.
I interfere, don't I?
Yes,
I'm judgmental,
yes,
manipulative.
yes.
Anything else?
Egotistic, loudmouth, snotty, pretentious, patronizing, ostentatious.
You don't like me, do you?
In a word, no. Look, what's brought this on? You're not thinking of topping yourself, are you? Because if you are, don't do it in the kitchen, because we got food for tonight.
Can I change
Into what?
into a person people like?
A word of advice.
Looks are deceptive, aren't they?
What you mean?
Well, you look as common as muck. And really, you're quite intelligent.
Do you want this advice or a smack in the gob?
Advice. I don't like violence.
Go and talk to Seamus.
Why?
Well, besides the fact you're the only bugger that can understand him, he's got a lot of sound advice.
How do you know if you can't understand him?
He writes it down. And while you're there, give him some elocution lessons. Oh, and you can smarten him up a bit. Go on then, bugger off. Go put your money where your mouth is.
Enter Claire,
I hope
her arm
that-
in a sling.
I hope that is a joke.
No.
Bloody hell! Today of all days.
Is Kath about?
She's upstairs, but I wouldn't bother her with this.
Why?
I'm not one to gossip.
Since when?
Ellen stormed out of here at 8 o'clock like a man on a mission. Kath has been crying most of the morning, and Sarah, well, you can hang a man on a bottom lip. And on top of that, Endora was actually nice to me. Wants to give up her witch status and turn into a human being. All things being equal, all is not well in the Frog and Duck.
Well, somebody will have to stand in for me at the darts match.
What you done? Got caught in somebody's underpants?
Trapped her in a taxi door.
Trying to run off without paying again? What about that posh cow, Tara Abundier?
She's already playing.
Well, don't look at me. Last time I threw a dart, it hit my old man.
How come?
I was aiming at him. Because I just found out he was knocking a woman off he worked with. He was lucky I only had a dart in my hand. What about Joyce?
Oh, come on, Velma. She can't even hit the board.
Pity one of the lads can't play for you. Still.
That's it. One of the lads can.
Don't be silly. You get thrown out.
Not if no one knows it's a lad. You still have that wig?
Oh, you wicked cow. But how are you going to persuade one of them to do it?
I'm not. Tara Abundier is.
Not Del Boy.
The one and only. He'll make a lovely woman.
I want to be there when she tells him.
He'll do anything for her at the moment. Right then, I'm off to find her.
I'm off to the cash and carry. Alan's buggered off, leaving us short of everything except flaming baby shams. And I daren't ask Kath.
There's something going on other than hormones.
Why do you think they're called hormones? Come on then. I'll drop you off at a It's on my way.
She lives in Cawthorn.
She would.
Exit Velma and Claire. Kath comes downstairs, sits at one of the tables, puts her head in her hands. Enter Gary.
Not bad, eh? I've just come to tell you that I'm picking up the trophies for tonight, seeing as Al hasn't bothered. Thought we'd have statues of naked women this year.
Whatever.
Or a Waterford cut glass, and we can smash them on the floor afterwards.
I'll go along with that.
And Velma and Joyce can run around naked in the pub shouting, "The aliens are coming."
That's a good idea.
You haven't heard a word I said.
What? Sorry. I was miles away.
See that? Something wrong?
That's the understatement of the year.
Good listener, if you want to talk.
I think I've done enough talking.
Right. I can see you want to be on your own. I'll be off.
No, Gary, please don't go. I don't want to be on my own.
Where's Alan?
I've no idea.
Have you two had a row?
I wish we had.
Take your time, talk if you want to, and if you don't, we'll just sit here in silence. It'll be like being at home.
Have you ever thought how happy you are, and then have someone pull the rug out from under your feet? Just when you think everything is starting to go right, you go and walk into a brick wall.
Well, that's life. You're lucky if you have been happy. Some people, including me, have never had that privilege.
Do you feel that life has dealt you a fair share of the pack?
I think you have as many aces as everyone else. Depends on how you use them.
Aces? That's a laugh. I've been dealt the Joker.
Can't be that bad.
Oh, yes, it can. You might as well know, because it won't be long till everyone else does.
Go on.
I'm pregnant.
And you think that's the Joker? I'd say that was the ace of aces.
Do you know how old I am?
Oh, what's the age got to do with it?
Try this one then. You've forgotten that Alan has a vasectomy 3 years ago.
Well, these things happen, Captain. I know birth control is infallible. Is it a risk to your health or to the baby? I know that they can do all these tests these days. Or does Alan want you to have an abortion? Is that what's upsetting you?
Alan doesn't even think the baby is his.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous.
Is it? You're the first person that didn't jump to the conclusion that I've been playing away. My mother has even got a name, Pete from the Vic.
That is ridiculous.
When I first told him, he said he wasn't going for a test, but then when it dawned on him that I could have been with someone else, I bet that's where he's gone, first in the queue at the doctor's.
Give him the benefit of the doubt, Kat.
Oh, like he gave me?
He's only feeling insecure. He needs proof that the baby is his.
I think he's gone with the sole intention of proving it isn't. If he trusted me, and I mean really trusted me, he wouldn't have to go for a test. He should know that I could never do anything like that. I love him, and I've always loved him. He should know that.
Perfect world, maybe. This is not a perfect world. He's thinking that the one person in the world he has put his trust in has betrayed him. It's more than he can cope with at the moment.
But I haven't betrayed him. Why can't he see that?
He will, Kath. When logic kicks in, he'll realize how silly he's been.
But the damage has been done.
Do you want me to cancel this darts match?
I don't. I'm pregnant, not ill. We'll have a good night. We can't cancel. It's not fair on the girls.
Enter Alan.
I'm off then. See you tonight.
Yes, thanks, Gary, for everything.
Alan stares hard at Gary as he passes him. Alan?
Alan is muted.
Muted. Well,
Well, what?
have you got something to tell me?
No more than I told you last night.
Right.
Is that all you can say? Right.
What would you want me to say?
Well, sorry would be a good start.
Sorry? What have I got to be sorry about? I'm not the one that's pregnant, am I?
And what do you mean by that?
I was hoping you might tell me.
I thought I had.
At no time have you said right out, Alan, I have not slept with another man.
Oh. So if I say that, then everything will be all right, will it?
It depends on whether you convince me or not. I'm waiting.
You're gonna have a bloody long wait then.
What do you mean?
Nothing, Alan. Absolutely nothing. Now, if you excuse me, I have food to prepare for tonight.
Enter Gwen and Velma.
You come back then.
Gwen, keep out of this.
I'm afraid I've told Velma about your little problem.
Great. What about putting it in the Barnsley Chronicle?
It's time you two sat down and started talking.
It's no good talking to him. He doesn't want to hear what anyone's saying.
Well, if you ask me,
No one is asking you. And nobody has said anything that I want to hear.
and what do you want to hear?
I want her to swear on Sarah's life that she hasn't been with another man.
I don't believe I just heard that.
Gwen.
Go on, Catherine. Just do as he wants.
I don't see why I should.
And neither do I.
Well, it's got to do with you. It's just a matter of common sense.
That's rich. You wouldn't know common sense if it smacked you in the gob. So shut your mouth and give your arse a chance.
Are you going to let her speak to me like that?
Mother, all you've done since you've heard about this little problem is think about yourself and how it will look and how embarrassed you are. So you and him can go to hell.
Kath, there's no need to take that attitude. I'll get the test results and we'll take it from there.
Tests. That's what I'm trying to get through your thick skull. You shouldn't have to wait for the results of the test. The test should be a matter of routine. We should be talking about what we're going to do now about this baby, this child.
What if the results show I'm still firing blanks?
What did you say? Get out. Get out of my sight.
All I meant was...
I do not care what you meant. I never want to see you again.
Cass picks
Ever.
something up and throws it at him.
That suits me fine, and I think that statement answers all my questions.
Get out, Alan. Before I say something I won't regret.
Alan leaves. Velma tries to calm Cass down.
Come on, love, sit down. This isn't going to help, is it? Getting hysterical isn't going to help the baby much either.
Ugh, I don't care. I've just made my mind up. I'm having an abortion. Nobody wants this baby. And when he gets the test results confirming he's a prat, I don't know if I shall want to speak to him again, let alone have his baby.
I think that might be the best idea anyway.
You would.
She's too old to be starting again with babies.
You're as old as you feel, and she's not too old. Don't make any decisions in anger, love. You might live to regret them.
I don't think so. Anyway, I think that the subject's closed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a darts final to arrange.
You're never going ahead with that.
Why not? I haven't got leprosy. It's not catching. Besides, I'm not going to let them down.
Please yourself, but people will gossip.
Ask me if I'm bothered.
Good for you. You just look them in the eye and say, up yours.
I knew I would be able to count on you.
You can, love.
I'll be going, seeing as I'm not wanted round here. I have an appointment with Seamus.
You'll be very welcome to come tonight. And Mother, stop being so touchy.
There's enough hormones flying around here without you throwing your HRT in.
Exit Gwen.
I hope Seamus can talk some sense into her because I think I'm really going to need her support. Right, let's change the subject. Gary's been, and he's got the trophy sorted out. He's a grand lad. I wish old Sarah had set her sights on him instead of Danny.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
No, I think he's lovely.
He is lovely. You don't know, do you?
No, what?
Gary's gay.
What? Are you sure? Does anyone else know? Danny doesn't know, that's obvious. You know what he thinks about gay men.
Gary doesn't know.
But you said...
He hasn't acknowledged it, but he will.
But if he doesn't know, how do you?
My youngest lad, Ben, he's gay. Tried to kill himself because he don't tell his father. I don't care. I don't care if he's sky blue pink with yellow dots. I love him. That's why we split up. My old man couldn't handle it. Calling him all the names under the sun. Pillow biter, shirt lifter, uphill gardener, muck shifter. You name it, he said it. Ben, well, he couldn't take it, so he tried to. Well, when push come to shove, my old man told me to choose. So I did. Ben's one of the nicest lads in this planet, and he was just a blinkered bigot. And then I found out the bastard had been shaking the office bake. Well, end of marriage and the beginning of a new relationship with my son. He's off round Spain at the moment, finding himself, and eventually that's what Gary will do.
How did you come to terms with all that?
Seamus, that man is a national treasure. Put me in touch with myself, and I don't mean a quick trip on a vibrator. Anyway, I sent your mother there for a little bit of the same. See if he can talk some sense into it. Right, let's change the subject. No more talk of babies or Julie and Clarice. Back to the darts match. Claire's on her arm, she can't play.
Oh, wonderful. What are we going to do?
Leave that one to me and Claire. Now, you go and lay down. I'll sort the food out. As long as you don't want cordon bleu.
Thanks, Velma.
Push off. Don't want any sentimental tripe. I don't get upset easily. I was the one that laughed when Bambi's mother died. Didn't get a stuff that Jack didn't make the bloody raft, and thought Bette Midler should have pushed that miserable cow off a cliff, never mind wind beneath her bleeding wings.
Exit Kath. As soon as she's gone, Velma gets a hanky and blows her nose, sniffing and crying.
Poor cow.
Blackout. Scene 3. It's the evening of the darts final. Danny, Gary, and Simon are sitting talking. Kath is behind the bar.
So you reckon you're in there then?
She sounded dead sexy on the phone.
What exactly did she say?
Darling, you said you would climb the highest mountain and swim the deepest sea to win my affections. Well, I have something I want you to do for me. And if you do, you will have my undying love forever.
She mentioned love, not a knee trembler in the car park.
No, that's what she meant. It's just posh talk for to get your kicks off and show me your tackle.
I think you're out of your depth there. I mean, she's a smart-looking bird, but she's not one of us.
I like her. She's different. Anyway, since when have you been, dear Deirdre? Haven't seen you getting your way into it lately.
Can't be bothered.
I think he fancies Claire.
I don't. She's a mate.
You can't have birds for mates. Birds are for shagging. Blokes are for mates.
You lot talk a load of bollocks.
Gary's right. I've had a few birds who are friends. The only one here besides Sarah that I wouldn't look twice at is Dawn. I really fancy Dawn.
You fancy Kath?
Yeah, but as a fantasy, you know, the older woman fantasy.
Does Al know that you fancy her?
I doubt it. Why?
Oh, nothing. Just give him a wide berth at the moment and don't flirt with Kath.
Why?
Not for me to say.
You're like a bloody old woman sometimes. Come on, if you know something, spill it.
Do you really fancy Dawn?
I'd give her one if that's what you mean.
Dawn?
Yes, Dawn. Oh, look out. Tara's here.
Oh, hi, darling. Thanks for coming.
I haven't yet.
May I have a word in private?
You can have anything you like in private. No. Yes. Oh, I am about to do. I do for the good of this pub, and for the good of this pub only. It has nothing to do with my sexual preferences or any long-standing repressed transsexual desires. Do I make myself clear?
As clear as mud, mate.
Going to stand in for Claire at the darts match.
This could go down in the annals of history.
Hey, Tara, no one said anything about annals are going down.
Just the same, mate.
Oh, right then, my love. This is a far better thing you do than you have ever done.
Tara, let's get on with it before I change my mind.
See you all later.
And the first one to take the piss will get my fist in the gob.
Would we?
Exit Danny and Tara to the ladies. Enter Claire and Dawn.
Would we? Yes, we bloody would. Who's got a video?
I hope you've plenty of money on you, Simon. Simon, money. Indian.
What?
You promised me an Indian if I beat you at darts, and a Chinese if you didn't get into the finals, and we did. So, it is a final night. Where's the sound of my Indian?
I always honor my bets. You'll get your Indian.
Enter Joyce and Velma.
Oi, Kath, what are you doing? I said I'd work tonight. You've got enough on your plate. Joyce will give us a hand, won't you?
Yeah, I need the exercise instead of just sitting and supping.
Yeah, you can work and sup.
How's your slimming doing?
Great. Since we started this there, we both put on half a stone.
I wouldn't bother if I were you. There's more important things in life.
I've decided I'm bulimic. I just keep forgetting to be sick.
Dawn, here a minute. I want you.
I think he's got it. By George, I think he's got it.
Not before bloody time. He's as sick as a wrestler's neck, that one.
Why?
Dawn's been in love with the sick Pratt since she was 7.
Has she? How come I didn't know?
'Cause you don't keep your eyes open like I do.
I'm not pig and nosy like you mean.
It was pretty obvious.
You think they're suited?
Who knows? Everyone thought me and Alan were suited, but when push come to shove, he fell over.
Why? What do you mean?
I'll tell you later.
Dawn now walks over to Simon.
Dawn, can I have a word?
It depends on which word you want.
Do you fancy... Come here, let me whisper.
What now?
What do you think?
I'm all for a laugh. Come on, let's go for it.
You're all right, Dawn, you know that?
You're not so bad yourself.
Do you think the shop will be shut?
No, they're open till 8.
What time is it now?
About time.
What?
Never mind. Come on. We're going to have to run.
Exit Simon and Dawn. Tara brings Danny out of the ladies. He's wearing a short skirt, right top, and makeup. The lads start whistling.
Got it.
Oh, I think he looks lovely.
Oh, so do I, Ducky.
I warned you, lot.
We need to do something with his legs.
I've had an idea.
Oh, you bugger.
Already in hand.
Not here, Tara.
Tara gets some wax strips out of her bag and helps Claire. She starts waxing his legs.
What's going on?
Are you doing his bikini line as well?
That'll be painful, Cock.
I didn't know men had hairs on there.
Shut your gob!
Why don't you?
I said shut your gob!
All I was trying to say
You've been warned!
Okay. Why don't you wear a long skirt? Or trousers? Girls all wear trousers these days.
Oh, you bastards.
We didn't think.
I bet you didn't.
Enter Sarah.
Danny, what are you doing?
Not you, lover. You know about it.
He's standing in for Claire at the darts finals.
Why didn't anyone ask me?
Oh, I think you're too young anyway. Danielle here will make a wonderful substitute.
As long as no one from the Vic recognizes him, her.
Sarah, be very careful what you say next.
Right then, ladies, let's do the final touches.
Claire takes him to the back of the room and finishes off his makeup.
How did you manage it, Tara?
Oh, he was like puppy in my hands.
I bet. I take it you mean dirty, oily, and very smelly.
Sarah, have you seen your dad?
No, what time does the darts match start?
I told Pete to have them here by 8. Have you seen your grandma?
Velma said she's gone out with Seamus.
Oh, I hope she doesn't come back singing When Irish Eyes Are Smiling.
I hope she doesn't come back. Right, let's get this show on the road.
Velma and Joyce go behind the bar.
Mom, it's after 8. Shouldn't they be here by now?
I'll give him another 10 minutes and then I'll ring him.
Enter Gwen and Seamus.
Mother, where have you been? You've been gone for hours. Oh, I think she's muted.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Sorry. Seamus and I have been having a heart-to-heart.
Must have been a one-sided conversation.
And what was the outcome?
You'll be surprised.
Why? Have you had a personality transplant?
I shall ignore that remark. As Seamus points out, one only makes fun of people one actually likes.
Seamus said that, did he? You got that run wrong, Cock.
Please excuse me. I need to powder my nose.
Seamus, I am disappointed in you. You were supposed to be making a new woman out of her.
Oh, she is a new woman, all right.
Bloody hell, he spoke.
I've always spoken. You've just never understood me.
And how come we can understand you now?
Gwendolyn pointed out one or two grammatical errors.
You were supposed to be re-educating her, not the other way round.
I think I have achieved the desired result.
Gwen comes flying out of the ladies.
Have you been in there tonight?
No, why? Do you like Velma's little touches? She said you'd ask for, what was it? Potpourri, tissues, and dried flowers.
Gwen marches back into the ladies and comes out with an empty soup tin containing a tatty plastic flower, a toilet roll on some string, and a jar of smelling salt.
What's up with them?
Tissues.
It does the same job.
Smelling salts. I said potpourri.
Listen, when you followed some of them in there, it's smelling salts you need, not bloody rose petals. I've told you, it's a bog in a pub.
I know, in Barnsley. Well, let me tell you.
Gwendolyn, remember?
Let me tell you what a marvelous idea this was. You are so inventive. Well done, Velma. Good show.
Velma faints.
Love it. Marvelous.
What the frickin' hell? No, me love, are you all right, frickin' hell? You frickin' all right, frickin' hell?
Seamus, English, if you please.
My darling, are you fucking all right?
Gwen puts her hand over her eyes as Seamus helps Velma onto her feet. Gwen?
Right, Seamus. Ask her.
Velma, will you do me the honor of being my wife?
Wife? You must be off your trolley.
He reveals an enormous diamond.
Look at the size of that.
Seamus looks down at his trousers and pulls his zipper.
It must be 24 carats.
Oh, it's the bloody ring you're talking about.
What did you think I was talking about?
Oh, yes, it's real. I chose it myself, and Seamus is not short of a bob or two.
Yeah, Seamus, me old mucker. Let's me and you go get acquainted. I don't mind shacking up, but I don't know about marriage. That's a bit drastic, and somebody ring the bloody Vic. It's 8:30.
Gary goes to the phone, and as he is talking, Alan comes in. He is staggering slightly and looks rough. Everyone turns to look at him. Gary puts the phone down.
He won't be coming.
Why not?
They better I'd be coming.
Do you want to tell them, Alan, or shall I?
Please yourself.
What's happened? Alan, what have you done?
Nothing any man wouldn't have done, given the circumstances.
Alan, what have you done?
You'll think twice before messing around again.
Alan.
It's Pete. Alan decked him.
Is he all right?
And you'd want to know, wouldn't you?
For God's sake, have you lost all reason? Pete has nothing to do with all this. Why won't you listen to me?
Because you said nothing.
You stupid man.
I'm not the one nursing a black eye.
I haven't been near Pete.
Well, I don't believe you.
And I don't care what you believe. In fact, I don't care about you full stop. You're a narrow-minded, insensitive, brainless prat.
Well, that's better than what you are.
Calm down, my friend. This is not getting anyone anywhere.
Calm down. No one can prove to me that Peter Jackson has not been messing about with my wife.
I can.
And how can you do that?
Because Pete Jackson is gay.
And how the hell you bloody know that?
Because
Go on, lad. It won't hurt.
because I'm gay.
Oh, yes. Pull the other one. It plays Jingle Bells.
Sorry, Dell. I've been waiting for the right time to tell you.
And you think this is the right time? Stand here in this club full of our friends and admit to one that you're a bloody... I can't say it. Well, Gary, you're no friend of mine.
Danny, give him a chance to explain.
Explain what? He likes men. End of story. I've got a good mind to knock your head off your shoulders, but on second thoughts, I don't want to touch you.
Don't be silly. He's gay, Danny. It's not catching. He's still the same person.
Oh, no, he isn't. He's not the same person at all.
Danny, a word in your ear now.
Sarah.
Unmute.
Okay. Dad, I think you better go around to the Vic and apologize to Pete.
I will.
Dad, now.
And you, stop being so bloody stubborn and assure your husband that you haven't been unfaithful, instead of playing the martyr. You will do as you are told because you are not too old for a slap on the backside.
Good for you, Gwen. And it's us around here. Right, you two, shake hands. It's not the end of the world.
Don't know how you come by that one.
He's gay, not terminally ill. Think about that one.
Velma's right. Shut it. You'll get over it.
Velma faints again.
Right, seeing as there's not going to be a match tonight, we'll have a glad to be alive party, and the drinks are on Alan.
Everyone cheers.
Yay!
Simon and Dawn enter with Simon dressed as a red Indian. Everyone turns to stare.
There you are, Claire. You said make a noise like an Indian, so here goes.
Blackout. Scene 4. Gwen and Velma are sitting waiting for Alan. Seamus is propping up the bar.
So do I have my answer then?
Don't rush me.
That's a way of saying, make a bit more of a fuss, please.
My darling Velma, please do me the honor of becoming my wife.
I'm not marrying anyone who speaks like Prince Charles.
Do you know how long it took me to do that?
I don't care. I want him back the way he was.
But how are you going to understand him?
There are some things that don't need understanding, if you get my drift.
A fucking talking bloody Hindu if you frickin' marry me.
See, I understand that.
Oh well, each to his own, I suppose.
Enter Alan.
What's this then? The firing squad?
What happened?
I apologize, all right?
What are you going to do now?
Wait for the results of the tests.
That's the bit you don't get, isn't it?
What?
Why Kath is getting so upset?
Go on then, Einstein. Explain it to me.
You and Kath have been married for 20 years. 10 of them spent in this place. You are together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So how on earth has she managed an affair?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly, you don't know. Now then, carry on, Velma.
Thank you. Now, about Kath and sex.
I object.
This isn't flaming Perry Mason. Overruled. Now, when you have an argument, is sex off the menu?
Yes, until I've groveled enough. I've got a special pair of knee pads.
So, if she was having an affair, would it be just for sex, or would she have to care about the person she was sleeping with?
You'd have to care a bloody lot.
Just answer the questions, yes or no.
Right. So you and Kath still have sex? How long ago was the last time you and her...
My birthday was all right. In fact, it was.
Yeah, fine. I don't know what it is.
Gwen.
But there's no need to elaborate.
So, if Kath was having an affair, she'd have to be in love with them, right or wrong?
Right, I suppose.
So, if she were in love with someone else, don't you think you'd know?
How?
She'd have left you, you gormless prat.
Thank you, Gwen. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, I'll have to think about that one.
Well, don't think too hard, or you may lose her. Right, me and Paddy McGinty are off home. I want to check out his credentials.
And I'm off to bed. I need my beauty sleep.
What's up? I'm not going to disagree with that.
Exit Velma and Gwen. Alan puts his head in his hands. The lights dim for a few seconds to give the illusion of time passing. Lights up as Sarah enters with the morning's post.
Dad, have you been here all night?
I've been thinking.
About what?
I would put it
You.
in the microwave.
Me? I thought you'd be thinking about this mess you've gotten into. The post's here. There's one from the doctors.
She gives it to him and he puts it on the table unopened.
You were a bonny baby. You must take after me. But cry, you could cry for England. And when it was your first day at school, your mother sobbed for 2 days. And when you got the measles, we had to sit through The Wizard of Oz 27 times. And when you lost your first tooth, your mother thought, and you and I, oh, what have I done?
Go and talk to her, Dad.
Go and fetch her. We'll open this together. What is it? Gone
reads
to
the note.
clinic for gone to clinic for termination. Sarah, which clinic is she going to? Quickly, think.
I don't know, Dad. She never said. She never even told me she was going.
The doctors, they'll know.
She runs over to the phone and dials a number. Kath comes in unseen and listens to him on the phone.
It's Alan Timpson here. I want to know which clinic you've referred my wife to. She's going for she's going for a termination. What do you mean it's privileged information? Don't talk like a prat. I've got a right to know where she's going. If you don't tell me where she is, I'll come down there and look for myself. Look, you stupid cow, my wife is about to abort my child. Don't you think I've got a right to try and stop her?
Your child, Alan?
He hangs up the phone.
Have you done it?
Don't talk daft. I've only been gone half an hour.
What happened, Mom?
I couldn't go through with it.
Sorry, Kath. I'm a stupid fool.
Yes, you are. I take it you've had the results of the test.
No,
Then why the change of mind?
I realize that there is no way you could have ever cheated on me.
And why not?
Because you loved me and you loved Sarah, and you're not the kind of person who could put all that at risk. If you'd been having an affair, you'd have just left me. I loved you, Kath. And I'm sorry.
Oh, Alan, I'm sorry as well. I was too pig-headed to convince you that I hadn't been playing away. We're a right pair of old fools, aren't we?
Less of the old. We're going to be parents again. Bloody hell. Smelly, nappy, sleepless nights. Oh, heck.
I'll help. We're just doing deliveries at college. Can I be there? Can I help?
No.
No!
Kath notices the letter on the table.
What's that?
Well, I presume it's the test result.
Aren't you going to open it?
He picks up the letter, screws it up, and throws it away.
for. I've got the best wife and daughter in the world, and another on the way. A little lad, I hope. Now, then, come on. I'm going to take my 2 favorite ladies out for lunch.
Luigi's.
No, McDonald's. I've got a train set to save up for.
Blackout.
Yay!
My favorite part is that whenever something funny happened, half of Mary Elena's face disappeared.
That was a great play, Mary Elena.
Yeah, that's fun.
It was great.
I was really confused because Bill asked Velma